Maybe you remember the day it happened. That single moment, that passing shadow when fate intervened and you were changed, transformed. Was it the buzzer beater or the photo finish? The underdog turned champ or the impossible made history? Whenever it happened, wherever you were, the stadium or the schoolyard, ballpark or Y pool, it was then that your identity was changed. It was there that fate intervened. Like a superhero bitten by a force of nature, your DNA took a high-five slap to the passion gene. Leap to your feet without losing a nacho? Done! Mind control the crowd into a unified chorus? I will rock you. Endure guttural red-faced cheering? Please. Go ahead, Mrs. Brown. Ask us again what we want to be when we grow up. Fireman? No. President? Not likely. Rockstar? Maybe. But there's only one scratch that's gonna hit this itch, Mrs. B. One ping that answers my pong. One zig that feeds my zag. Say it with me, masses. I wanna be a fan. Now, you've been bitten by the fan bug, but it's not all spandex and face paint. No, sir. You've been given a heightened sense of caring. And, as with all great gifts, it comes with great responsibility. The true fan will only use their superpowers for good.
It will drastically change your life for the better. You just have this tremendous ability to give to other people and to cheer them and support them and offer something into their lives that, you know, they don't always get somewhere else.
Everybody wants to be part of something bigger. And give back. Here's a great opportunity to get involved and give back in an organization where you can help somebody by touching and feeling and being involved and putting an award on their neck or helping to time an event or measure a distance or whatever it is, officiating a game or a competition, get involved in training an athlete, preparing them for competition. You get to see your work every day in the smiles of these faces and the difference it makes in lives every day, everywhere in the state. And that's truly what we are. We're in the life-changing business. We change lives in a very positive way, and people want to be a part of that.
This is the greatest opportunity to provide support and structure that is specifically geared towards people with special needs, where you don't get it anywhere else in the community. You know, I remember growing up and again having a sister who has Down syndrome and being around town and you know, you almost walk around with a chip on your shoulder, just, you know, being very defensive. And you come here at Special Olympics and you just let your guard down and you relax and you just open up and you just get to enjoy and being a part of what everybody else is doing and they are a part of what you're doing. And so there's just this complete support structure of everybody being there for everybody else.
All superfans, like superheroes, need a lair, a place they can go and just let their foam fingers down. A trusted refuge that's comfortable with the displays of courage and outbursts of pride. Once you find a haven like that, you may have a tough time leaving.
Well, what's not to like about the Special Olympics? We do a lot of things at Oklahoma State in the athletic department. We host a lot of events. We have a lot of great athletes here, a lot of great coaches, some of the best fans in college athletics. But nothing we do makes people that work here feel better than hosting this event each year. I don't know what it is about it, but everybody gets excited when it comes time to host. Everybody gets excited while it's here, and everybody gets a little sad when it's over, and then we start talking about next year.
But as Larry said, there have been 42 Special Olympic Games, and 28 of them have been right here at Oklahoma State University. There have been a lot of champions that have played in this arena, but none of them are more important than all of you who are all champions of Special Olympics. Congratulations on being here.
Like I said, we get a lot more out of it than we put into it, and we just appreciate having the opportunity to be the host every year and play a small part in making this a special Olympics.
I mean, as a parent, the best thing you can have is when your child is happy and really enjoying it. And the neat part about I think I like here too is like when you're in public, people stare frequently, but you come here and you go to Eskimo Joe's to eat or wherever, and everyone always goes straight, oh, look at all these medals, you know, they look at him more as an individual instead of someone in a wheelchair.
I knew what Special Athletes was all about because I had seen Eunice Shriver introduce it to America in 1968. But this was about 73 in Oklahoma, 74 I became honorary head coach. So it was about 5 years later and 6 years, and I've been involved ever since because it's been something that has grown with me. I have had opportunities to have a face, a name on many charities and organizations to help them with their cause, but this is one that I've always had a passion with and always stayed with and will continue to stay with.
Congratulations on 42 years. I've spent half my lifetime being here with you. Congratulations.
We're really glad that Special Olympics Oklahoma is celebrating our 42nd year of existence, and it's just continued to grow. And in spite of a variety of economic issues that we're all dealing with on a day-to-day basis, it's amazing to me how donors, volunteers, supporters from all over the state have stepped up their involvement for Special Olympics Oklahoma. And our program continues to grow in spite of the negative things that sometimes we tend to hear in the media and see and read about. And the Special Olympics has just proven that it's such a positive experience, and I think that's part of the draw of it, not only for the Special Olympics athlete, but for the family members that are involved, and the volunteers and the corporate citizens and the individual donors and all the people that are involved in our special events throughout the year that want to come and be a part of something big, exciting, powerful, and successful. And that, in essence, is what Special Olympics Oklahoma is all about, what we do, and that's why we're such a successful year-round program, and we continue to grow regardless of the economic conditions that we're all living with today.
So many of us never chose to be fans. Fandom found us. We fell in love with a hero that won our hearts, an athlete that defied the odds. We had no choice but to emblazon their names across our jerseys, to salute their courage with hand-painted banners. Like a moth drawn to a flame, we are drawn to your finish line.
I think the kids is what brings you here. And we just tell them, everybody, just come one time and you're hooked. And that's what it is. It's for the kids. And I started out as a volunteer out here, and then within a few years, I run the local events on the Green Country area, and then I work with the state as a games committee person. So it's just kind of evolved over all that little start. I've got my children volunteering, so now It's just like an evolution. It just keeps going. What I noticed today was the high school kids, and they're learning. You know, this is something new. They've never had to deal with the problems that parents have to do every day, and it's a wake-up call. You know, and then the people that do have kids, it's like you appreciate it more with your kids. So, you know, it's a good deal.
And you can definitely tell that, like, when we do cheer, like, they love it and they just feed off that. And so it's really good just to, like, see, like, what you're doing affect them, like, so greatly and stuff.
They love, you know, being supported, and, you know, just all these people watching them, you can just tell by their faces they just love it. So, I mean, you know, doing something for someone is just an amazing feeling.
You know, the special stories really, to me, are seeing these children and how they become competitive, but at the same time, they're as happy with the success of other people. You'll be watching the basketball game, and the opposing team will score a basket, and everybody gets excited. You'll see children who have won a blue ribbon wanting to trade with somebody who won a red one because they like red better than they do blue. To me, it's truly what amateur athletics ought to be all about.
Well, it's been a life changer for her. I mean, it's just the competition, coming out here and enjoying fellowship with other folks. But for her, it's made her grow up a little bit more too, because she likes to compete. She loves it. Well, you can tell on the crawling, because this is the first time she's done it. I think they had more fun and enjoyed just being out here than doing anything else. I mean, it's a blast just watching these kids competing and how hard they try to do things.
You did good! You want to hold the paper?
This is our 25th year anniversary of working with law enforcement. We've got agencies all over the state. Highway Patrol, city police departments, county sheriff's offices, officers from all walks of life, FBI, a variety of organizations that are involved in supporting Special Olympics Oklahoma. And they carry the torch of flame. So they help our athletes light the torch of flame, the Olympic tradition of opening the games. Not only do they carry that flame and are the protector of that flame, but they also raise awareness and they raise funds to help drive our programs. Our great partnership in our 25th year with law enforcement has helped us raise over $300,000 last year and a huge goal of $360,000 this year. We're very excited about that. We could not be the program that we are without that wonderful partnership.
We have over 88 agencies involved in law enforcement torch run throughout the state of Oklahoma, raising monies. Last year we raised a little over $300,000 for Special Olympics through all sorts of events: polar plunges, torch runs, roof sits. I sit on top of Krispy Kreme roof for 2.5 days every year, raising money. Tip of cops at different restaurants. We go all over the state raising money. Anyway, if somebody comes with an idea to us and it looks like it's a viable way to make some money, we do it.
The Torch Run is an international charity made up of law enforcement agencies that raise money for Special Olympics. We have 90 agencies represented here tonight.
And I have a daughter that's a Special Olympic athlete. She's been involved with Special Olympics for over 20 years. She got me involved the back doorway. She came to Special Olympics the first time, and I knew nothing about it. When she came home, all of a sudden I had a daughter who, prior to her going to Special Olympics, was like in an egg, and she just was very closed. She came home the first year and she didn't shut up. Her mouth was going 100 miles an hour. And at the last thing she said that really piqued my curiosity, she said, "Dad, there were a lot of police officers there." So I went the next year, saw the police officers there, and that's how I got involved with not only Special Olympics, but the Law Enforcement Torch Run. It's changed her whole life 180 degrees. As I said, she was a very quiet, shy child. Today, if you met her, you would see what I was talking about. She's very outgoing. She's kind of like a Will Rogers. There's nobody she's ever met that's not a friend.
People need to be a part of this. This is a wonderful organization. They need to help. Their dollars help. And you know, it's the biggest sporting event in the state of Oklahoma. There's what, 9,500 athletes. For every athlete, there's got to be at least one volunteer coach. So it's 20,000 people involved.
Thank you, Debbie and Heather. Now let's bring Coach Barry Switzer back up here.
All right, athletes, it's time to recite the oath. Special Olympics oath. Let me win. But if I cannot win, let me be brave in the attempt. I declare now the 2011 Special Olympic Games open. Let the games begin.
I'm not telling you anything you don't know, but fans are geeked about their favorite athletes. We sport their gear, point-click their pics, and shout out, "We won!" when they tag the finish line. So it stinks when they end up on the DL. Being a fan means recognizing the need to treat the whole athlete.
And they're out here with the Special Olympics students doing oral hygiene instructions. And we're teaching them how to brush properly, and we're trying to get the kids to understand they have to brush for 2 full minutes in the morning and 2 full minutes at night. And we're trying to make sure that the parents know with Special Olympic kids that they need to brush for those kids because their fine motor skills are not developed very well. So we're trying to go over the oral hygiene with the parents as well as the athletes today.
We've been having opening eyes here in Oklahoma for 8 years now. And the reason we do it is the Special Olympics athletes have difficulty getting full health care. And this is an opportunity for us to provide health care. And what I'm especially proud as a faculty member of Northeastern State University, Oklahoma College of Optometry, is our students have the opportunity to work with this population. This year we have between 140 and 150 volunteers. And so far we've given care to about 300 athletes today. Last year we gave care to 346 athletes. There's numerous special moments, just interacting with all the athletes, getting the hugs, getting the smiles, and especially it's rewarding to when the parents come and talk to me and talk to the other volunteers about the services we provide and in their thankfulness for the services, because again they don't always get this care and it's difficult for them to find care, not just in health and eye care but in all areas of health care.
Well, we're excited because this is the first year that Healthy Hearing has had a presence here at the Summer Games in Oklahoma. Healthy Hearing has never been part of the Oklahoma Games before, so we're happy to be part of that initiative. I just decided that I'd like to be part of the Special Olympics because of the Healthy Athletes program. So it's a wonderful opportunity for our Doctor of Audiology students from OU Health Sciences Center to come and get clinical hours and just share in the experience and be able to work with the athletes and just have a wonderful and very rewarding time doing so. We have had a total of 12 students that have come with us today, as well as a couple of colleagues from across the state. And we have so far, I think, screened about
close to 80
athletes, which is wonderful for our first year. And we're hoping that with each year we'll grow more and more and more.
So here we are on the doorstep of tomorrow, the portal of possibility, and fate has chosen you, yes you, to be a fan. It's no small thing, my friend, to be the herald of hoorays, the wailer of way to goes, the belter of booyahs. But fear not, fans, for in the end, the noise we take is equal to the noise we make.
So Special Olympics has been a part of my life, literally my whole life. I met my wife here. My sister has Down syndrome, and I've been coming to Special Olympics since I was 10 years old. So I can't say there was a life-changing moment because it's always been a part of who I am. And so I can't imagine doing anything outside or apart from Special Olympics. So I'm just thankful to be a part of this and to come back every year and just to help in this area. So
I absolutely love it. It gives me comfort in knowing that I've helped somebody, and I just like it because it makes a difference in somebody's life. Awesome. I have a good time, plus we have fun.
You know, disabled children don't have a lot of access to do things, you know, and so this is made for them. So it makes them have something special, just like, you know, regular kids that have football games, basketball and baseball. This is their time to shine.
Of all the officers that are on the law enforcement torch run, there's only probably 10% of us that have kids that are actually athletes. The rest of them are people that we have recruited to come out and help us raise money with Special Olympics that form a bond with these athletes. I've got officers that are going to be here tonight at the opening ceremonies that sign up for this opening ceremonies every year because they want to come and see the athletes. I have 2 officers that are here tonight that walked from Tulsa to Stillwater, 70 miles, and they're beat tired, they got blisters on their feet, but they would not miss this opening ceremony. They want to see Amy, they want to see all her friends, they want to participate in it. And they're the ones I can call on and say, hey, we're doing a Tip of Cop next Friday night, can you guys come out to the restaurant? They'll take a night off. It means that much to them.
We raised right at $15,000 last year for our first time. We don't know what the count is right now, but we just enjoy doing it.
It's just a lot of fun. These kids benefit from this. There's no better cause, in my opinion. To see these children get to go and have their games paid, parents aren't having to come up with the tuition. If that's what we can do for them, then that makes our job worthwhile. We have some officers in the department that have kids that are here, you know, and to know that we've helped them, you know, that means a lot to us because it's personal. You know, it's guys that we work with and girls, you know, female officers. You know, we're part of that family. So it's almost like it's our kid.
That's my job as the LATR director, is I recruit officers throughout the state. One, I just want them to come out. I'm not asking them to come out and raise money for me, to get them to raise money for Special Olympics. I ask them just to come out and meet the kids. Pin a medal, hang a medal on an athlete, pin a ribbon on an athlete, give them a hug at the end of a race. If I can do that, I've got them hooked. Because you look down into the eyes of a little Down syndrome child that looks up at you and smiles and gives you a big old hug, I've got them hooked. And that's my job. It's not just the raising money, it's to recruit the officers. And that I love.
I'll tell you what, you tell somebody to come to this opening ceremony, they will be hooked. I came 5 years ago. I've been to every one since. I don't care what it takes. I will be at every opening ceremony until I can't walk.
Well, I would encourage parents, volunteers, anybody to get involved with Special Olympics. It will change your life. It is a, I mean, when I say life-changing, I mean it is definitely life-changing for anyone that does that.
If you're considering volunteering or participating, it's very rewarding. Just a smile on their face is worth more than anything.
First of all, you have to have a desire to want to help someone else. If you will come to one games, whether it's summer, winter, some or many other events, you will come back again and again, and you will look forward to it every single year because you get far more out of it than you put into it.
And everybody benefits from it, the volunteers, the coaches, the participants, everyone. It's a win for everyone. Well, I would say if you're on the fence, quit waffling, get over on the side, jump in with both feet. You'll have a great time, and you'll feel really good about what you've done when it's all over.
So we change lives in a very positive way, and people want to be a part of that. I certainly do. That's why I'm involved, and that's why we have almost 11,000 people throughout the state that volunteer, because they want to be a part of something like that. And it's a great opportunity to be part of a great winning team, winning program.
Now, my minions of merriment, my droves of devotees, your new mission is this: spread this gospel of fan glory. That's right. Go to your neighbors, your families, your friends, to those pesky little kids that force you to buy box loads of perfect little cookies, you know, that drain your bank account and pack your backside. Buzz that doorbell, look them straight in their beady little eyes, and you say,
Be a fan!
Be a fan.
Be a fan. Be a fan of Special Olympics Oklahoma.
Be a fan.
Be a fan!
Be a fan.
Be a fan!
Be a fan. It's great. Be a fan.
Be a fan!
Be a fan.
Be a fan. One time. That's all we ask.
Be a fan. Be a fan of Special Olympics.
Be a fan!
Be a fan.
Be a fan!
1, 2, 3.
be a fan indeed.